What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I know it has been a hot minute since I posted a video. I have been super crazy busy with work, which is a good problem to have. Now, I did purchase something probably roughly 2 months ago that you guys have no idea about until today. Now, many of you guys know about my 2009 Street Glide red hot denim that I've had for roughly a year and a half now. What you guys didn't know is that I had purchased a 2015 Iron 883 Sportster for my wife. Well, you guys did know that. I had purchased that back in March or something like that. Needless to say, we got rid of the Iron 883 and we ended up purchasing something else. Now, what we purchased, it's honestly, it's really cool for us because it's a lot bigger bike for her. But in the same token, the color is similar to this. Now, I'm sure that these lights are probably pissing people off, so I'm just going to set them on red. And we're going to go over top, come back over to my Street Glide, which honestly, guys, this is by far my favorite purchase that I have ever made. I'm thinking about doing more changes to it in this upcoming year, but one of the cool things about purchasing this bike right here was that eventually someday this will be my mess around, probably cholo out bike, but this is our new bike. So this is a 2009. This 2009 has 22,000 miles on it. Right? So, considered low mileage, I guess you would say, for a 2009. However, this 2009 is red hot sunglow, or this is red hot denim. So this is actually the gloss paint to my paint, which is going to be kind of hard to tell, but you guys can see like the metallic flake in there. Looks really, really pretty. It's going to be hard to see on mine, but I do, in fact, have that flake in there, though mine is denim, and it's extremely dirty. It's actually currently like 8 degrees here in Pennsylvania, so we have not been riding for a little bit. But we were actually just kind of looking around, and don't mind my sister's 2016 Iron 883 is inside here, Hard Candy Customs Gold Flake. This, we were just looking around. We were considering buying another bike, and this was actually at Susquehanna Harley Davidson. They had this in like their barn off to the side. What's crazy about this bike is with it being an 09, it only has 9,000 miles on it. It's practically all stock. So one of the huge things for us when purchasing this bike was, don't get me wrong, I love that mine had the apes on it when I bought it. I wanted something kind of stock for this, so then we can go completely off of, you know, basically a fresh start ultimately when we do build this bike. All right, so I put the camera down because it is I'm like shaking like crazy because it is so cold down here. There is no heat down in my basement bar, which is really awesome in the summertime, just because I got 5 bar stools, I got a bar countertop, you know, I got stuff all over the place NASCAR related. But I plan on obviously putting a lot of miles on this bike next year. So my ultimate goal with this bike right here, I will probably never get rid of that bike, just because I'm obsessed with the color. The red hot denim, you don't see it around. You see the wicked red denim that I think they came out with in 2018, but you don't really see the red hot denim from 2009. Now, this bike, I'll get into kind of the story of that. So we went back and forth. My wife got more comfortable riding. She was on the 2015 Iron 883, and she would whip it around like crazy. Like, she was very comfortable on that bike, and she wanted to move up to a Softail or a Dyna. Now, I made the recommendation, and she was kind of in the same mindset of doing like a Heritage or something along those lines. So we ended up doing a lot of research, and we were just kind of looking around, browsing. Like, we weren't like super serious about buying a bike because I was going to wait until, you know, probably next year. And when we went up to Susquehanna, we had actually ridden on just like a normal Softail standard. I think it was like a 2005. I might have a picture of it that I could probably put like right up here. It was a gorgeous blue, really awesome bike, fat rear tire. It was just awesome. But in the same token, it was kind of like, is that what we really want? Because we plan on doing some longer rides, next year and the years to come. Plus, I wanted something that I would enjoy later on, once she eventually gets something else, let's just say 5 years from now, she decides to get something else. I probably will keep both of these two bikes right here, and this would basically become my toy, and then she would have her whatever she wants to get. She did ride the Street Glide about 2 months ago and did enjoy it. She really likes the industrial gray denim Street Glide. Now that is all blacked out with the gray denim, and I think it looks sharp, but for me, I just like the ride. I don't necessarily need all the nooks and crannies, the new stuff, all that GPS and all that. I have my phone just mounted on the damn thing anyway. So plus I like the older bikes. And this, ultimately, we ended up going there. We were test driving this Softail standard, and it's not that we didn't like it, but then we ended up going and kind of did some paperwork, and then the sales rep had actually mentioned, he's like, hey, I have something out in our barn. Now Susquehanna has I think it's 2 massive barns on the backside of their property where they get all their auction bikes and they put them in there. They're not ready to be put on the floor or anything like that. And he's like, I have something you guys might really like. Now they know us. We've been in there before. We purchased her iron from them, so the relationship was kind of already there. They took us out, and immediately when I saw this, I'm like, oh yeah, this is definitely it. It was dusty. The white walls were brown on it. I mean, it was all pretty nasty. It looked like it just been kind of sitting in the barn for a little bit, which, hey, obviously stuff gets, put at the auction house, and then all of a sudden it gets put to a dealership, and the dealership just kind of, if they're not going to put it out right away, it just kind of sits for a little. They were actually planning on putting this bike out probably towards the spring in 2023. So it had to go through full tech, had to get new white walls put on it. Initially, they weren't going to put white walls on it, but then I had just asked them, I'm like, hey, we're a returning customer. They were fantastic with us. They actually put these white walls, 2 brand new white walls on it for us, which was absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, we ended up, I think it was a month turnaround that we had to wait for it to go through tech and all of that, but then we had purchased this, and then I've been so busy with work between traveling to all these different states and stuff like that I really haven't been posting, but we have had this for a couple months now, and I didn't want to, I think I posted a short yesterday that actually had this bike in the short, so I kind of put a little teaser out yesterday, but yeah, no, I think ultimately, I rode this bike home. It's a gorgeous bike. It is in great condition. Like I said, it's an 09, so it's the same as my Street Glide. Only 9,000 miles on it. When we bought it, it had 8 something. Came with bags, which was awesome. Eventually, when I cholo it out, it will not have bags. And these bars eventually will go, but she's comfortable with them for right now, so we're gonna leave them kind of how they are. But yeah, ultimately, this was a huge step up, and when she got on this bike, for those of you guys that have ridden irons and have ridden Sportsters, a little bit top heavy, so it was a little bit of a transition, kind of going, but she caught on right away. Honestly, this is extremely comfortable to ride. I will probably ride it every now and then. I did purchase a GoPro, so I can do some GoPro footage and stuff like that next year. But yeah, so this is our new to us 2009 Softail Deluxe, all original, all stock, 2009, like I said, with only 9,000 miles. I look forward to making some content on this. Those of you guys that like the iron, they're great starter bikes, but if you want to go on longer rides and you want to just kind of have more power, definitely, as much as I love Sportsters because I had a 1200 custom, I would say go up. If you have an 883 and you're looking to go up, do not get a 1200. Go up to a Dyna, go up to a Softail. You will enjoy the ride far more better than what you will getting a 1200. So I'll end up doing, to end this video, just kind of a little bit of walk around of the bike. Believe it or not, and it blows my mind, this was stock exhaust. It's actually louder than my bike with Vance & Hines, which makes absolutely no sense. But yeah, anyway, I wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. I know it's been a while since I put out a video, but I wanted to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. and we're going to continue our pursuit to 10,000 subscribers and get back into doing some more content. I would like to say my goal is to post a video every single week, at least one video every single week. Now just bear with me, guys, because I got to balance, you know, work, family, and doing YouTube. For a while, it felt like I was just putting YouTube on the front, and I was making like a bunch of NASCAR videos and all this, and it's like whenever I had downtime, that's what I was doing. So I want to create this as like a get into a consistent habit in 2023 and get a lot of motorcycle riding in for you guys, plus some more projects. Really looking to get a project car for next year. Also, sidebar in exciting news, my son Brantley, we're looking to get him into racing next year. So stay tuned for that, because there will be some videos next year as we start the process of getting him into racing. So anyway, guys, like I said, Merry Christmas, and we'll end this video with a little walk around of the bike. It's hard to tell in video how clean this bike actually is for its age. But she's a beaut, and I will say, I feel like my wife has a better conditioned bike than mine. I won't say a nicer bike, because I love my bike far more. I'm biased because it's mine. But this one, definitely extremely clean for a 2009. And definitely well worth the investment for us to get into. No more iron for her. My sister is still unfortunately stuck with that. But I look forward to getting out and doing some riding next year, guys. And if you guys enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumbs up. And I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.